and we are TK2L DC News.
Today we have the honor of interviewing the talented Dr. Carla Hayden. We are going to question her about her amazing career. So our first question for you is, how do you feel about being the first woman and African American Librarian of Congress?
Well, Kristen, I have to tell you, it is truly an honor. You mentioned that. And to be the first woman, I'm in a profession, and most librarians are women, but a lot of the top librarians are not. And so that's very special. And then to be an African American and know that people that look like me years ago were punished for learning to read, that's really special.
So my question is, what wanted you to start becoming a librarian, and what became your path today?
Taylor, I have to tell you, at first I just loved to read and loved books and things like that, and it was only later that I found out, hey, you can go to school to be a librarian to help other people, and then I was hooked. That was it for me, because I loved it and I wanted to help other people love it.
What do you enjoy most here at the Library of Congress?
Oh, now I'm really smiling because there are 162 million items at the Library of Congress. I know your eyes are getting big because that's something. And what I get to do is I get to discover all of the things that are here. And now I'm using Twitter, and I'm letting people know what I'm doing. And as I discover, like, the world's largest collection of comic books, I'm putting it up on Twitter and letting people know. So that's really exciting for me.
What types of books do you like to read?
I like mystery books.
I
You
love-
do too,
I love mystery
Taylor?
books.
Yeah, that's it. And I love mystery books that make me wonder a little bit and think about who the killer might be and all of that. So mystery, love that. And then I like history books in terms of reading about people from long ago. That's another thing I like a lot too.
What book do you think each child like us should read and why?
Oh, that's a hard question. And the reason why it's hard is because there's so many books about so many things. So I think if I were recommending a book, I would say pick a book about something you really are interested in. Every child should read something that they're really interested in. It could be also in a manga or that comic graphic novel, but whatever it is, try to pick something that you really are interested in, and then just dive in.
So with today's technology and kids reading online, do you think it's better to read an actual book, and do you think it will affect their education?
Well, it looks like reading on anything. You have a device. Sometimes, say you're in a car or something, it might be easier to read on a device. Sometimes you're at the beach or you're in the backyard, you might want to read a paperback. You both are very fortunate that you live in a time that you can choose. And so I don't think it matters what you're reading on, the fact is you're reading. So the computers and technology are really helpful, and I think it makes it very easy for you to find out about anything you'd like to find out about.
Are there any exciting things coming up here at the Library of Congress that adults, teens, tweens could attend?
There's a wonderful thing happening right in Washington, D.C., the Jefferson Building of the Library of Congress. It's been called the most beautiful building in Washington, D.C., is opening the Young Reader Center on Saturdays so that people can come and enjoy all of the types of activities. There are going to be authors that are going to be there, all of the materials, and now on Saturdays when you have time, you're not at school, you can actually come and enjoy as much as possible.
And so what makes the Library of Congress so special from other libraries?
Number one, it's the world's largest library, and it has everything you can imagine. I mentioned the comic books earlier. It has photographs, it has recordings, it has books and all types of things. Just about anything you can think about, the Library of Congress might have it. So that's what makes it pretty unique.
So that was our last question.
Oh, no.
Well, we can ask you one more question if you like.
Sure.
Okay, so this is one of our questions we like to ask everybody. What goal would you like to achieve? What other goals would you like to achieve in life?
Wow. You ask everybody that question? And that's a good one. Sometimes we don't think about other goals. We might think about what we want to do in the next year, next couple of years, but the biggest goal I'd like to achieve and to really say is that when people think about, for instance, libraries, and that's where I am now, that they smile, they think about how libraries have helped them. And if I can really make that something that everybody thinks about, that would be a great goal.
Thank you for your time, and thank you for
you.
taking the time out of your busy schedule for us to come and interview you. And so don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and follow us on our social media at TK2LDC News 3. But that's only our Instagram, and our other social media is TK2LDC News.
And thank you both. This was fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Sign, and this is, she's pretty good. She is. It's all about ladies who did kind of cool things.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Because you are going to be ladies who do things. So.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Aw,
you so
I'm
much.
glad to see you. Okay, don't forget.
Okay.
Nobel Prize.
Christian and Taylor, who just finished interviewing Dr. Carla Hayden, and we're going to give them a little brief tour of the Young Readers Center and show them what the library does for kids. So Taylor and Christian, this is one of our display areas where we usually pick holidays to highlight or observances. These are some books from our collection. We've got a collection of about 6,000 books. Some are fiction, some are nonfiction. And usually we highlight holidays and special events. You'll see a PowerPoint there that's about Black History Month. These PowerPoints are usually done by our interns or volunteers, and we use these to sort of teach kids something while they're here as well as while they're reading our books. Over here is our YRC Puppet Theater, where kids do puppet shows if you want to grab a puppet. We do one puppet show for the community every year, the day after Thanksgiving, and we usually get maybe 300-400 people to come and see our puppet. The National Ambassador for Young People's Literature, that's a partnership between the Library of Congress and the Children's Book Council. And so every couple of years, a new ambassador is selected, and Jean Lin Yang is the current ambassador. And you'll see some books from the former ambassadors here: Kate DeCamillo, Walter Dean Myers, Catherine Patterson, John Shefsky. It also has its own center for the book. And every year, states select a book as the best representative of literature from their state, either the authors from that state or the book may be about that state. And we have a collection of those here so kids can look and see what is from their state. It's about our book recommendations. They want to know what their kid could be reading or what their kid should be reading, or what ideas for Christmas or birthday gifts for books. And so we have book lists. We don't generate our own book lists, but have you heard of the American Library Association?
No.
Well, it's probably the biggest organization of librarians, and Dr. Hayden was actually the president at one time. And so we use their book lists as recommendation lists for parents. And for kids as well. Some kids want to know themselves.
Hi, I'm Christian.
And I'm Taylor.
And we just had an amazing interview with Dr. Hayden. And now we're here with this lovely lady who works here too. And she's going to talk more about the event that we have Saturday.
Hi, I'm Monica Valentine, and it's been lovely having Christian and Taylor here today. We want to invite other kids and their families to come out to our Saturday Hours grand opening at the Young Readers Center. We've been doing Saturday Hours since November. However, we're kicking it off in an official big way this Saturday, January 28th. We will have authors Meg Medina and author Erica Pearl, and we'll also have a very special guest helping us welcome in the Chinese Lunar New Year. So come out if you can from 9 to 4:30 this Saturday, January 28th.
Thank you.
Thank you.